October is ADHD Awareness Month, and a local comic book creator is using his skills for good and bringing awareness to ADHD. Dave Cornelius joins me now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming on. I guess before we get into exactly what it is you're doing and what you do, ADHD has become a theme with at least your latest project. Why was that intentional, and why are you in that realm?
So I'm in the realm mostly as a product of the 80s and 90s. It wasn't talked about. The ADHD people were the kids that were bouncing off the walls.
Yeah.
And so growing up, I always knew there was something off with me, and I didn't quite understand what it was. And it wasn't until in my 30s, so I'm married to a psychologist, and I always thought, do I have ADHD? And so she went to a conference one day, because she didn't quite know. And she went to a conference one day on ADHD as they've reassessed and kind of just regrouped how it looks and how it's defined. And within 30 seconds, she texted me and was like, "Yeah, you got ADHD." I'm like, okay, now I know what I'm dealing with. And so for me, with the comics, it kind of almost wrote itself.
Okay. Shadow Tales. That's what this series is called. Tell people about this.
So Shadow Tales, I have the graphic novel, and I got two individual books for volume 2. Shadow Tales is about 3 ADHD squirrels that become special agents to break animals out of a zoo. So they battle against the evil zookeeper and his army of the most villainous, vile, evil animal of all time, Canadian geese.
Oh, okay. I'm on board. I can relate. Absolutely. And it's these squirrels have ADHD, and you portray it as a superpower as opposed to a disability, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's been my superpower. So growing up, I didn't draw. I didn't write. I was more of a sports person. And it wasn't until 2021 when I found myself as a stay-at-home dad that I started writing stories, and I realized I've always had this creative outlet inside of me, or this creative fire inside of me. And I wanted to get it out. And so comics seemed to be the best way. And it's my ADHD. From that, I've taught myself how to draw. I've taught myself how to make comics, and I get so hyper-focused on it, I can't stop.
Okay, wonderful. Now, you've been touring around kind of promoting your work, and there has been a response that maybe you didn't expect.
Yeah, for sure. So in the first 6 issues, inside here I have the cover, which has the ADHD is my superpower, the big, I always just put that as a little note on the bottom. And the reason why I did is because that's been my motto for the last 10, 15 years.
Oh.
And so I figured I'd put it in there and didn't really think anything of it. And it wasn't until I was at the Calgary Expo that I had a lot of parents coming up to me after buying it on the Friday or Saturday. They'd come up on the Sunday and they'd thank me for the fact that I put that in there, and it actually encouraged their kids. Okay. And so I all of a sudden realized that I have a platform that I can actually use. I made these books for fun, and now I'm like, oh, I can actually use this to encourage kids that might be the way I was and struggle with it.
All right, excellent. So where can we acquire these works of art?
So datscomics.com, D-A-T-S comics.com. You can get them there. In fact, if you're in Saskatoon, I am one of the only local comic creators that delivers right to your house.
Oh, hey.
with a smile on my face.
Wow.
I love to meet people. You can also grab them at the comic book shops here in town. And at the end of the month, this will officially be launched. The graphic novel will be launched on Amazon. You can get it through Amazon as well.
All right, D-A-T-S, datscomics.com for everything you need to know about Dave Cornelius, his other work, as well as Shadow Tales. Thank you so much for coming in.
Well, thank you for having me.